But anyway, how was your day today? What did you do?
Mm, a new semester has started,
Mm-hmm.
mm, and I study in class.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's it?
Mm, yes. That's
Uh-huh.
it.
I see. Okay, so you just studied today.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Oh, but anyway, okay, I think it's fine, even though you had an ordinary day. Mm.
Mm,
May I ask, I think next week you will have your long holiday, long weekend, right?
oh, for for that,
Mm-hmm. Yes, 4 days. So what do you plan to do for that 4 days vacation?
I will go to the go to um, go
Mm-hmm.
outside with my friends.
Mm-hmm. So you will go outside with your friends. It's just like you will spend time with them, right?
Yes.
Yes, I see. Okay, so hopefully you will enjoy your vacation together with your friends. Okay, but for now, I think we have to study our lesson for tonight. So, are you ready now to study the lesson?
Mm,
Are you ready now to study the lesson for tonight?
uh, study shows there are two
Uh,
lists.
uh-huh. Yes,
Yes.
actually,
Uh,
okay, so we will continue, okay, the lesson that we didn't finish last time, which is okay, the story or the article all about the Iceman.
yes.
Okay, because I think we haven't finished that yet. It's
Mm,
just I have sent you a new notebook for our next lesson if ever we will be able to finish this one tonight.
okay.
Okay? Yes. Okay, so do you still remember the article about the Iceman?
Yes, I remember.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So if you still remember it, then could you please say something about the article?
Art.
Okay. Yes.
Mm,
What is it all about?
it mentioned the scientists find the Iceman, and
Mm-hmm.
they they discovered the um, Iceman's accessories and weapons,
Mm-hmm.
and
And
um,
what else? Do you remember?
uh, they say the Iceman's
Mm-hmm.
clothes from different animals,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and uh,
And then.
and they also discovered the Iceman how to how to die.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, yeah,
And then.
mm, that's all.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. So they talked about what do they wear before? Okay, so what was it made of? Okay, where did they find it? And what time did they find that Iceman? right?
Yes.
Okay, so what do they wear before? So I think you still remember it, so you'll be able to show, or you'll be able to give, okay, answers to the following questions that we have. So you have to go on page 3 because we will be having a discussion with about the questions that we have here.
Okay.
Okay. So with number 1 question is, what do you think when you read the headline? So when they say headline, that will be the title of the article. What do you think about it?
Mm,
What the 5,300-year-old Iceman wore? So what do you think about that headline?
mm, I think
Mm-hmm.
the Iceman mm, what what he wore
Mm-hmm.
and his, his clothes from where.
Mm-hmm. So you will imagine about the Iceman, okay? And as well as what do they wear before? What did they wear before, right?
Yes.
So that is the first thing that comes into your mind.
Yes.
Okay. So how about let us try to have with the next one. What springs to mind when you hear the word ice? It's just like
Mm,
what comes into your mind when they say, okay, or when you hear the word ice.
when I hear the word ice, mm,
Mm-hmm.
I will I will think,
What comes into your mind when you
mm,
hear that word?
I will think about the ice
Mm-hmm.
cream.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you will think about, okay,
Yes.
the ice cream. Why is it ice cream?
Because ice because I hear the ice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you will think about ice cream, right?
Yes.
Okay, it's because of the word ice,
Oh
right?
yes.
Yes. Okay, I got it. Okay, so I think you really like ice cream then, right?
Yes.
So how often do you eat ice cream?
Mm, mm, how often?
Mm-hmm.
Seldom. Recently, I seldom eat ice cream.
Mm-hmm. Oh, why is it just seldom when
Mm,
it's your favorite?
because now is the winter.
Uh-huh.
Mm,
Oh, so it's cold,
yes.
right? Uh-huh. So we don't eat ice cream if it's cold.
Yes.
Uh-huh. But I think in my case, I like eating ice cream if it's raining and if it's cold.
Um,
Yes, and I don't know why. So I always do that. Yes, I always do that. I always eat ice cream whenever it's cold. I think
mm,
it's better to eat ice cream. In my opinion, it's better to eat ice cream if it's cold rather than if it's hot.
oh,
Yes. Okay, but anyway, how about let us have number 3. Okay, so what do you know about Otzi the Iceman?
mm,
Mhm. Ozzy the Iceman. What do you know about him?
That I know.
What do you think about Ozzy the Iceman?
Uh, I know
Mm, he is what?
he
Okay.
he is the person,
Uh-huh.
and
He did.
uh, and I know his body was found by scientists.
Uh-huh. Yes, he was studied by the scientists and because they were able to discover him. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And okay, I think they mentioned in the article of what happened to Ozzy the Iceman before, right?
Oh yes. I
Yes. Yes. Okay, so isn't it Ozzy the Iceman has lots of tattoos?
oh yes.
Yes. So
He
what are those for?
what?
Yes. What are those tattoos for? Why is it he has lots of tattoos?
Oh,
What is the reason?
mm, because uh he because these tattoos were for pain in life
Mm-hmm.
for his aching joints.
Uh-huh. Okay, so it is because of his okay painful joints, alright? And
Yes.
maybe okay, Ozzy the Iceman has an arthritis before. Okay, that's why his joints are okay very painful most of the time. Okay. So how about okay the next one with number 4? What do you think about what you read?
Mm,
Do you think is okay it gave you much information? Do you think it's helpful? Or do you think it's nonsense?
mm, I
What do
read
you think? Mm-hmm.
I read please. I think it
Mm-hmm.
is not helpful for me.
Uh-huh. You think it is not very helpful. Why do you think so?
Hmm, I
Why do you think it is
mm,
not very helpful?
mm, just not helpful. But
Uh-huh.
red please mm, I know
Mm-hmm.
I know the thousands years ago mm,
Mm-hmm.
uh, person wore the cloth type.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm. Okay, so that's why your opinion about this article is it's not very helpful anymore,
Mm,
right?
yes.
Okay. So, well, that is your opinion. Okay, so I couldn't say anything about it.
Mm,
But I think for me, okay, it is very helpful because I actually didn't know about, okay, this one. Okay. I think it's
okay.
very helpful. It's very informative in my case because I was able to find out what do people wear? What did they wear before? I know they are wearing something, but I didn't know how did it look like that.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay, but anyway, how about let us try to have number 5. Can you please try to read the question?
What field do you think people were 5,000 years ago?
Okay, so you will not base it with the article, but your opinion. What do you think people wore 5,000 years ago?
I think they
Mm-hmm.
they wore the skirt, but
Mm-hmm.
and the skirt material is lace.
Mm-hmm. The material, okay, is leaves, right? This
Yes.
one? Okay. So instead of saying that, I think it would be better if you will say, I think they wore, okay, skirts that is made of leaves.
I think they wore skirts that is made of leaves.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Skirt. Okay. So I think I wrote with S here. So this one is should be R. Okay. So I thought I just write okay skirt. So if I because I think I wore skirts. So here. Okay. That
Okay.
are made of leaves. Okay. But here if I will change okay this one. Okay, so that you would see why did I change my okay this one. Okay, so if I would erase this letter S here, and then it should be is here. Okay,
Okay.
yes. So, well, I think that is my opinion too. Okay, so I think they are also okay wear some kind of clothes wherein it was made of okay some kind of okay leaves. Okay,
Okay.
so that word. Okay, so I think it's pass. I'm sorry. Okay, so that was made of leaves. Okay, so since I think the question is past tense. All right. Okay, so
Okay.
how about the next one?
How fashionable might those clothes be today?
Mm-hmm. Do you think those things are fashionable or not?
Mm, yes. How fashion?
Mm-hmm. Yes, if you will rate it from 1 to 10, what would be the rate? If you
How
will give a
fashion?
ratings, yes. Okay, so just like 10 is the highest score, that would be most fashionable, and then the lowest is 1, least fashionable. So how would you rate it? How fashionable might those clothes be today? Were they really fashionable? Not fashionable? Most fashionable?
Um,
What do you think so?
mm,
Try to use okay, comparatives and superlatives. Would you describe them fashionable only? Okay. Or more fashionable or most fashionable?
only fashionable.
Just fashionable.
Yes, just
Yes.
fashionable.
Okay. Yes, try to make it in a complete sentence then.
Uh,
Yes.
I think those clothes
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
just fashionable.
Is okay, just fashionable. Okay. So, oh, there's this. Okay, so yes, that you think it's just fashionable. Okay, but let us follow the tense here in the sentence or here in the question. Okay, so yes. Okay, so those. Okay, clothes. Okay, might okay be fashionable today. Okay.
Uh, those clothes might be fashionable today.
Yes. Okay. So if we will follow, okay, the tense here in these questions. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay. So how about let us try to have number 7.
Why did clothes start become fashionable?
Yes. Okay. So this one would be your opinion. Okay. So no matter what your answer is, that would be correct. So why did clothes start becoming fashionable?
Because that um, the models will wear clothes
Mm-hmm.
on stage.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay. So they updated.
yeah,
Uh-huh. Okay, so is this what you mean? Is update, right? This is what you said. Clothes nowadays are updated,
yes,
right? Okay, so instead of saying clothes is update, okay, so I think it will be better if you'll say the clothes, okay, nowadays, okay, are more fashionable because is it also because of the technology?
mm,
Is it because also of the new generation?
um, clothes,
Okay, so I think it is also because, okay, yes, okay, your answer that clothes nowadays they usually try to make it updated. But okay, why? Why do they update?
mm,
Why is it now clothes are more fashionable? Hmm? What is the reason why clothes nowadays were more okay, fashionable? Because is it because of the people? Is it because of the younger generation?
because
Is it because of the technology?
because
Or
the new generation.
okay, because of the new generation. Okay. So try to okay prove your answer that it is because of the new generation. What do you think about the new generation?
Mm, new generation.
In your case, do you usually wear those fashionable clothes?
Mm, old school.
Mm-hmm.
I think My coat is
Mm-hmm.
clothes are also type.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for like usually school type, those clothes that you can use in school.
And old fashion.
Uh-huh. Okay, don't worry. In my case, I just usually wear t-shirts and jeans. Okay. So I don't usually wear girly clothes. Okay. Yes, because I don't like it that much. Okay. But anyway, okay, so yes, okay, that is one of the reason. Like, it is because of the new generation, the younger generation. I think they like it to be more fashionable. Okay. They like it to be more updated. Okay, done before.
Mm,
And it is also because of the technology that we have nowadays. Okay. So
okay.
I think that is, okay, or those are okay, some of the reasons why clothes started becoming fashionable. Okay.
Okay.
But let us have number 8 now.
What?
What do you want to know about Ozzy the Iceman?
Mm,
Yes. What are the things
I
that you wanted to know about this man? Are there
I
any things?
I want to know ask me ask me the Iceman
Hmm. You want to know Ozzy's?
mm, ab- about mm, about the mm, which which that
Mhm.
that
Can you?
food
Mm-hmm.
uh how to get
Mm-hmm. Ah, so okay. You wanted to know how Ozzy got his food,
yes
right? Okay. So I want to know how Ozzy got his foods. This one,
mm,
right?
and
That is the thing
and
that you wanted to tell me.
yes and the what tools to
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Just like what kind of foods, okay, does he usually eat? Like
yes
that?
yes
Mm-hmm. How do they cook it?
yes
Or do they eat it raw?
mm,
Right? Well, I'm curious about it too right now. Okay, but I never thought about it until you told it to me. Okay. Well, I think it's interesting to find out how do they get their food, okay, during that time. Okay, what do they do to have foods?
yes
Right? How do they cook it? Is it also the same with what we do nowadays? Right? Okay. So how about, okay, let us try to have number 9.
what do you think of the Iceman did every day?
Mm-hmm.
I think I think the that of the um,
Mm-hmm.
catches the fishes
Mm-hmm.
every
Okay.
every day.
Uh-huh. Oh. Catch fishes every day. Why do you think so?
Mm, because because um, I I will think about the cold weather
Mm-hmm.
and and the and the
Yeah.
and the catch fish on the
Uh-huh.
on the ice river.
Uh-huh. Oh, so he's always catching fish then.
Yes,
So he was always catching fish. Oh my God. Okay, so if I am the member of the family of Ozzy, I will tell him, try to find another food. Okay. But how about let's have the last question that we have in this one.
what was life like 5,000 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Mm, I think mm, I think
Mm-hmm.
the life
What
mm,
do you think about the life before?
the life before was boring. Boring.
Mm-hmm. The life before was boring. Why did you say so?
Mm, no,
Okay, why did you say so that the life before was boring?
uh, no transportation and
Mm-hmm.
no electronic products.
Uh-huh. Yes, I
Yes,
think so. Okay, so there is no electronic device. Okay, there is no way of transportation but walking, right?
yes,
And then they will just usually, okay, they will not usually put some kind of spices to their foods, right?
yes,
Because I think spices was discovered, okay, until some of those people who are like sailing, like he was able to go to other countries or like, but it was not 5,000 years ago, I think.
yes.
But I don't know. I'm not sure too. Okay. But let us try to have students B's question now. Okay.
Did,
So we have here, okay, I think there are some questions here that are related to the questions also with student A. So if ever it is related already, I won't ask you the question anymore. Okay.
okay,
So, okay, I think number one is quite related to the question above. So let's just have, okay, the next one. Number two. What would surprise Ozzy the Iceman about life today? What
um,
do you think?
the
Because
ice,
as you said, it's different.
the Iceman, well, splicing everything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and um,
Yeah.
very convenient.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the life, okay, is very convenient nowadays.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Why do you think life is very convenient nowadays?
Mm, um, because we can buy anything in uh, in everywhere.
Mm-hmm. So we can have anything that we want everywhere.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Unlike before, that if you wanted to, Okay, it's something you still have to look for it for a very long time. Like that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And maybe one more thing that would surprise Ozzy the Iceman about the life today is the technology, right?
Yes.
Before there is no light, okay? They will just make some fire first before they will have light at night, right?
Yes.
But now we have lights even though there is no fire, right? Because
Yes.
there is electricity, like that. One of the simple things that would surprise Ozzy the Iceman. Okay,
Yes.
okay, so how about the next one? Okay, so number three, what do you think about this one?
Close. Oh, no.
Do we still need clothes made from leather or and fur?
Mm, no, I don't think. I don't
Mm-hmm.
think we we need clothes made from animals' skin.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So it can be nowadays, I think, okay, there are times that our clothes are made of cotton, right?
Yes.
Yes, some kind of silk. But there are still some kind of clothes that are made from leather and fur, right? As well as bags.
Oh, yes.
But not most of the time because they are too expensive nowadays.
Mm,
Mhm.
yes.
So here, you know that those kinds of things that were made from leather and like a fur of animals were really expensive. So what would you do if you had like to make your own clothes? How would you feel if you would make your own clothes?
If I have, you say if I have what?
Okay, if ever okay, you will have okay, those kinds of clothes, right, that are made from leather and fur, what would you do to those?
What?
What would you do if ever you have clothes that were made from leather and fur?
Mm, if I have the clothes, mm, I learn I would might sell them.
Mm-hmm. And then
Mm, because because these clothes can make can earn lots of money.
mm-hmm. Okay, so you would just sell those and okay, have the money.
Yes.
Okay, but how about if you would be the one who will do your own clothes? What would you do if you okay had to make your own clothes?
How do you
Yes, number four. What would you do
huh?
if you had to make your own clothes?
What do you do?
Hmm. That
I
means you will be the one who will make your clothes. So what would you do? Will you make your own clothes or not anymore?
hmm, I I had to measure the size of my body.
Mm-hmm. So you would make some kind of clothes.
Yes.
Mhm. Yes. Okay. Mm, okay. But okay, I think if I am the one, I think I would be really lazy to make one. Yes, maybe I was able to make one already, and then I wouldn't make any more. Okay, but how about let us try to have okay the last question. Okay, so that we will be able to go to the next activity. What questions would you like to ask the researchers about Ozzy the Iceman?
Hmm.
Do you have
Um,
any questions to the researchers about Ozzy the Iceman?
I would ask the researchers that um, um, how to how methods um, that to discover the the Iceman.
Mm-hmm. So that would be your question to them. So maybe if you were able to ask that question to those researchers, that will be the time that they will find the answer to that.
Yes.
Right? Yes, they would really look for it. Okay, but anyway, let us try to go to the last page of our notebook here. Okay, wherein
Okay.
you just have to, okay, fill the gaps that we have here. You can put the words, okay, these words into the spaces in the paragraph below. Okay, so if you could still remember the sentences in the article that you have read, you'll be able to answer this easily. Okay,
Yes.
so let us try to have the first part.
We now have a good idea
Mm-hmm.
of
Good
of
idea.
of clothes of what type of clothes people wore over 5,000 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Scientists studied the pieces of material
Mm-hmm.
that were on the body of a man who died in Europe 5,300 years ago. His
Mm-hmm.
body, his body was frozen in a frozen was frozen under ice in the Alps mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Archaeologists discovered his body in a
Mm-hmm.
glacier in 1991.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, They call him Arctic the Iceman. They
Mm-hmm.
also found bits of clothing and auxiliary accessories and weapons.
Mm-hmm. Is it?
Scientists
Mm-hmm.
scientists have analyzed analyzed
Have analyzed.
analyzed
Mm-hmm.
analyzed everything they found to get an idea of what early humans would look like, what they ate, and what they wore. They
Mm-hmm.
even had an idea of what artificial
Mm-hmm.
voice sounded like. The
Mm-hmm.
scientists set up this provided rare and val-
Rare and
valuable information about how
mm,
humans use animals thousands millennia ago.
mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. So that one. Okay. Very good. Okay. So you were able to fill the gaps that we have here in the first part of the article. How about let us continue the next one? Yes, we have to do the same thing. Okay, so we have to put these words into the spaces in the paragraph below. Okay, so I think you may start now.
The research team set up these clothes were from several different animals. He
Mm,
had leggings that were made from goat leather. He wore a hat made from brown bear fur. Out this
mm-hmm,
leather coat was stitched together
mm-hmm,
from at least four different kinds of animals. His shoes were made from different kinds of grass. Archie's body was also covered in 61 tattoos.
mm-hmm,
Scientists said these were for pain relief for his aching joints, and for not for decoration.
mm-hmm.
Archie was 45 when he died, which was quite old for a man 5,000 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
He uh, he suffered from heart disease and had dental problems. Scientists
Mm-hmm.
say he did not die naturally. He was murdered. Someone killed him by firing an arrow at him, which hit him
Mm-hmm.
in the head.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very good. Okay, so that is the end of this notebook. So do you have any questions about this one?
No questions.
Okay, so if you don't have any questions, then let us try to have the next one now. Okay, so we're in. It will be another article. Okay,
Okay.
so yes. Okay, so can you please try to read the title first? This one
Study
only.
study shows there are two divorce seasons.
Divorce. Okay, two divorce seasons. So we'll be talking about divorce now. But before that, I will ask you, are you in favor of divorce or not?
Can you say again?
Okay, so are you in favor, okay, of divorce or not? In favor of divorce or not? Do you agree that there should, okay, be a divorce or not?
Mm,
Do you have divorce in your country?
yes.
Oh, so it's legal in your country. Okay, but what do you think about it? Okay, so are you in favor with it or not?
Mm,
Do you agree with it?
mm, I can agree.
Mm-hmm. You agree, right?
Yes.
Oh, why? Why do you agree with it?
Divorce is to mm, maybe two people not
Mm-hmm.
love each other. does,
Uh-huh.
doesn't love each other.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And
And if male fight,
mm-hmm.
if the man fight woman, it
Mm-hmm.
it has to divorce.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see. So that is the point. So that the man, okay, wouldn't be able to fight to the woman.
Yes.
Okay. So because I think here in our country there is no divorce. Okay, they don't allow divorce here in our country, but we have annulment. I don't know. Okay, as much as I understand annulment and divorce, okay, so the only difference is that okay, it really takes a long time okay, for annulment before they will grant that. Unlike with divorce, okay, they would easily grant that kind of thing, right? I
Yes.
think it in just few days or sometimes okay, few weeks, okay, that would be granted already. But with annulment, it takes years before they will, okay, they will try to, okay, study it first, okay, before they will approve that kind of thing. No?
Mm,
Yes, but I think it's just the same with divorce. It's just the difference is the time, okay, because I think I know someone okay who filed an annulment and it took her 12 years before she was able to get the result.
huh,
So it's a very long time.
mm,
Yes. But with divorce, how long usually before they will get the result of it? Have you okay seen someone like having divorce?
mm, how
Mm-hmm.
how long?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Mm,
how long? How long is the process so that okay, the divorce of two couples will be approved?
mm, 2 years.
2 years. So it's still okay, a long time as well in your country. But here in our country, as I've told you, it's just an annulment, but it will take you 12 years, okay, or even longer.
Oh.
Yes. Because I don't have actual divorce, but as much as I understand annulment, the ending will just be the same as divorce. It's just with divorce, okay, if you wanted to get married right away, you can, but with annulment, you cannot yet,
Oh.
like that.
Oh.
You still have to wait for some. I think there is like a year that they will tell you before you'll be able to get married. Like that.
Oh.
I don't know. But the ending is that the two couple will be parted ways. Okay.
Oh.
But anyway, mhm, I think we will furtherly discuss about this one on our next class. That would be next week, right?
Yes.
And anyway, okay, so do you have any questions before we will end our class since we don't have much time right now?
No question.
Okay, so I believe then since you don't have any question, everything is clear with you. So I would say bye bye now for now. Okay, so
Thank
thank you
you.
so much and enjoy the rest of the night. Bye bye.
Bye bye.